Hello and happy Thursday. Welcome to InspireU Today, where I am honored and excited and want to shine the spotlight on new and existing entrepreneurs for the community. And this evening, I have the pleasure of having Miss Keisha Garrett that is joining us today. Welcome, Keisha.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to you, Tamara. And first of all, I want to give it back to you and actually say, I commend you for what you're doing, trying to bring the community together. There's so many different entrepreneurs out here, and and just being able to connect and have a platform that will allow us to come together and just kind of spotlight what we do. I want to commend you for that because a lot of that's not done, and this is a great way to share within the community what their people have to offer. So thank you for even allowing that, creating that platform.
Oh my gosh, listen, we are mothers, we are wives, we are entrepreneurs. So the spotlight is on you, Keisha. Tell us your name of your business and why you're passionate about it and all that good stuff.
So the name of my business is actually, I call it Next Level with Keisha. And it's really just that when I am in the financial literacy industry, and one of the things that the conversations we don't have at home right now, or I know I didn't have when I was growing up, was those talks about credit that wasn't at the dinner table. So a lot of things that I had to learn the hard way. So I'm trying to work with individuals within communities just like myself and others to help them educate themselves and their families to break that generational curse and provide for their families. So when they are ready to make that step, make that commitment, I'm going to assist them to go to the next level and to understand. One of the key things is understanding your why. I'm a mom of 3 girls, a wife, live definitely a very busy life, like, unfortunately, how many of us?
Yeah.
But through all of that, understanding that why and where you want to go for your why, let's partner together, take you to the next level, and let your finances go from each step of the way with some assistance.
Oh my gosh, I'm already intrigued. You said next level with Keisha, and here it is, January, the first month in the year where we've already said we've created resolutions, we've done vision boards, and we've said, oh, I want to accomplish, I want to buy a house, I want to get a car, I want to start a business, all of these things. But what has been lacking, at least for me personally in the past, is simply that there weren't any tools or resources or business owners like yourself that would be willing to share and take the time. So thank you for just that. And I'm just floored because you used the word credit. And oh my gosh, if that was not I won't say it was a bad word, it was an unspoken word. So talk to us a little bit about credit and how your company Next Level with Keisha can help not only improve credit but improve our lives for not just us but our families.
So the thing is, a lot of times we don't even understand how, when we talk about our credit score, we're not educated on how the credit score is broken down. A lot of us we weren't taught or don't know that it's 5 parts to understanding that credit score. We only know one part: paying our bills on time. And some of us, being raised by my grandmother, I was taught, don't go run up a bunch of credit, meaning don't go apply for a bunch of different things if you don't have to. But nobody told us that there's that, having the right types of accounts, being able to keep credit for a long period of time, whether or not you're using it or not. And also just being able to understand the importance of how much, when you look at credit cards, how much you have to have the capacity owed, because those are all the different parts. And we just don't understand that. So educating our families, educating them on other options, educating them that people probably don't even know. If you have credit issues, most of us, then you're probably renting. If you're renting, then what's the biggest expense? Your rent.
Yep.
Did you know that you can even use your rent to boost your credit score? So helping them with tools such as that to help them understand you don't have to be held hostage to your credit score. There's opportunities and things that are set out here for you that we can help take you again to that next level.
To the next level. How about it? Okay, so in addition to credit and just education for all ages, what other services are included with Next Level with Keisha?
So the one thing that the company that we partner Next Level partners with is what we do is credit restoration is it's out here. It's key, and a lot of people know credit restoration.
Right.
But to think about your wealth, to be financially literate is a completely different model. So we focus on your budgeting, paying off your debt, understanding your net worth. Because when we say net worth, I don't have a net worth. I'm not a celebrity.
Right.
Well, if you have $1 in your checking account, you have a paint on the wall, you have a car, you have a net worth. And what we want to do is we want to take your assets up, decrease your liability so your net worth will be increased. But the key product that's near and dear to me is our will and trust. As we know, with the last 2 years, COVID has hit hard. It's hit a lot of people, and it's not our 80 and 90-year-olds. It's our 30, 40, 50-year-olds,
Yes.
that have been hit and unfortunately have lost that life to COVID. A lot of people that had no wishes, no desires as far as their medical treatment, or even as far as, to go as far as understanding what your kids, or that one pearl necklace that the cousin from over here is going to fight over. It sounds minute, but it's really is the details that in today's time, we really need to sit down and make sure you understand right out. And, to have a credit company to focus on that. And part of our protection plan to include that is key. Outside of our protection plan, if you went and met with a lawyer, you can pay anywhere from $500 to $5,000 to get your will and trust done. Just for being a part of this company, paying $188 to work on your credit, your budget, debt payoff, your will and trust, $89 a month is well worth it. You can stop it at any time, and you're learning the process, and you're not only setting yourself up, but you're creating a future for your family as well.
Oh my gosh, this couldn't be a more timely conversation, because $89 to invest in you, basically, and you're not out there by yourself. You have the support, you have someone that's a financial expert and is going to be able to give you the tools and the resources, not just for your credit, not just your debt, not just if something, heaven forbid, something happens unexpectedly, but all of those resources for just $89. But it's not about the $89, because I think sometimes people get caught up in bottom line. That's what they want to know. They want to know, what is it going to cost me? Well, the question is, it's 2022. And if you're serious about elevating and going to the next level with your goals, with your aspirations for the year, then why not invest in you? So if I was a customer today or a client, what would be the first thing that I would need to do to get started?
Really make the decision, set yourself up, understanding that it's not just you. I'm going to even tell you a little bit of how I joined, because again, I'm going to say that there's so many companies out there. I'm going to give you a quick, 60-second testimony about myself.
On you. Come on.
I'm a software test engineer by trade, college educated. I want you to understand that credit and finances hits everybody. Yes. It doesn't matter your title. It doesn't matter anything, but it hits everybody. But with that, my husband and I, we decided to build a house from the ground up. And we thought we were just like the Jeffersons. We were moving on up. Okay. We had everything in our house that we wanted. Every bell, every whistle, everything, cherry wood floor, you name it, we had it in the house. But at the end of the day, we weren't educated because we got into a house that we could never afford. We couldn't even afford to be in there day one. So we struggled 2 years to try to figure out how to stay in there. So it wasn't until the lady called me and said, you know what, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to foreclose. I was like, oh my God, thank you. She said, what you say?
Wait, you said thank you. Somebody listening is crying. So I need y'all to get this because this is real. Come on.
I said thank you because it was weight off my shoulders.
Yes.
Because it's that one thing that we hold on to the material things, but it's a peace of mind to be able to go and get something that is within my means.
Right.
But when I left that house, I had a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, collections, you name it. I checked every box on credit, but I didn't let that stop me. And most importantly, I have a government clearance. Right. And if you will know anything about the government, they don't want anybody working on their projects that can't maintain their finances.
Right.
So I had to get that bankruptcy and all of that negative information off my clearance, off my credit report.
Right.
So my husband and I, a couple of years later, we found a company that told us, pay an upfront $1,800, we'll wipe everything away. Okay.
Right.
I know some other people that have gone through it,
yes.
Like, let me try it.
Yes.
Because 82% of how we market these days is through word of mouth.
Yes.
So I'm like, this is a recommendation. I'm going to do it.
That's right.
So I did. We go through that. I try it. A year later, they did clean up some of the things. But like I told you, I needed that bankruptcy off.
Right.
So they said, well, pay another upfront $1,800 and we'll try another year.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna take my chances. So I am a product of the product, which means that I feel what you feel. I felt it, yes. And now I can say I know it works. Within under 6 months, my bankruptcy were removed over not one, not two, but all three of my bankruptcies. My credit score was actually not that bad. It was in the low 600s. Okay. I'm now into the 700s. I've been able to not only sit down for the first time in my life and walk into a dealership, get a car with no down payment. Oh, and I said, you know what, let me play a luck at another car, refinance the car with a single digit interest rate. So I want other people to have these wins. Yeah. I want other people to see that to get started is a decision. And that's what I did. Yeah. The day I saw it was presented to me, I was like, but my decision was different because I really just wanted my credit worked on. But then when I looked at how many people it was helping and how I too could help other people in this process, I wanted to be a part of a company that could also help others. So that's how I get it. Make the decision, understand that it's not an overnight success, but it will happen. Work with the right people, yes. Understanding and educating yourself along the way, because unfortunately life happens and you may see yourself slide back. Right. But if you understand, you can come back up independently the next time.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. And even though referrals are word of mouth, I'm already even more intrigued about it. What next level with Keisha be, simply because you went through it. You went through it. Mm-hmm. And you've seen where you were and you can see the progression. So when you're talking to new clients and potential clients, you're not speaking from a space where someone else has had to inform you. You're speaking from a very personal experience. So that lets people know spot on. If you make the decision to whether join, because there is a business opportunity, and that's awesome. But even if you don't consider the business opportunity, if you just want to improve your life, not just for you, for your family, and we're going to get rid of the stigma, we're going to get rid of the taboo, we're going to break curses to say, oh, well, no, we don't have conversations about debt. We don't have conversations about credit. We don't have conversations, as you said, about net worth. Start by investing in you. Oh my gosh. So I know that there are a lot of different services, and which makes to me, it has you stand, your company stand out and stand apart from others, because it's not just platform, it's not just credit. It is restoration,
Absolutely.
it's education and restoring. Now, speaking of education, I would like for you to speak about how you educate and the scholarships and all of those things that you're doing for the community.
Absolutely, definitely. As I told you, we are breaking generational curses. And what's the best way to do that is to go back into our schools, get in here with our youth,
Yes.
start at an early age now, middle school to high school. As I told you, what we offer our clients is called a protection plan.
Yes.
Part of that protection plan, we use that and use that for our non-for-profit, and we go in, a part of their proceeds go to helping our middle schoolers and our high schoolers and educating them, providing a financial literacy class so that they are definitely made more aware of the things that, we take for granted. Filling out that check, that check that a lot of us may not use, but just that one time they need to write a check, that money order, even filling out an envelope to mail things. But it's definitely a class worth having.
Yes.
We don't stop there. We go out and actually, we just finished close our portal for our scholarships, because we offer scholarships to high school seniors and college freshmen.
Wow.
This 2021, we actually raised $600,000 in funds for our scholarship. Definitely want to help get that amount over this year. And our top earner got a $30,000 scholarship. My daughter's in college. That's 1 year of her tuition. So when I say kudos, just by filling out a little questions about financial literacy.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, let's get this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Is there anything else that you want to add or you want us to know? Now might be a good time for you to give us your information. Hey, I want to sign up. We got people watching. It's like, hey, I'm ready. I want to hear more. Oh my gosh, they're talking about credit and debt and net worth. I want more. I want to sign up. So how can people get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I can be found on Instagram or Facebook. On Instagram, I am next level with, all one word, _ Keisha, Keisha. On Facebook, I'm Keisha Garrett. Nice, beautiful house is my cover photo. But definitely my tagline talks about financial literacy. That way you know it's me. But most importantly, send me an email, Keisha, S as in Sam, B as in Bravo, K as in King, KeishaSBK@gmail.com, or just send me a text or give me a call at 240-360-1560. Again, that's 240-360-1560.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. One last question. You're the age group. What is your target audience? Is someone too young? Is someone too old? Or how does that work?
So when you think about credit, a lot of times we often think about, oh, well, you can't apply for credit until you're 18. Very true. So our target audience is actually going to be someone between that 18 to 100. Yes. But typically most of our clients range between that 18 to 60, 65. But we don't want to leave off our 15, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, because we as parents, we can start helping our kids with building credit even before they turn 18. A lot of us may heard the term piggybacking, being able, it's wonderful. Again, I'm not telling you anything that I have not done.
Right.
When my daughter was in high school, she was able, I added her to my credit cards. Okay. So even now she's a sophomore in college, she credit score well over and took a smidget shy of 800, whereas some of her friends don't even have credit.
In college.
A sophomore.
Wow.
And that's just from her being piggybacked off of my credit.
Yes.
So and the key part is, when she graduates, she's not going to need mom and dad to co-sign for her car, to get an apartment.
Okay.
She's already establishing that credit. So it's definitely key. And again, a lot of this is education. We want to focus you on the education pieces, because the more we know, the more we can share, the more tips and things that you can, now it's the healthy conversations that even the kids have, because it's so cute. Sometimes I'll call, she'll call me and some of her friends are around. They're like, Miss Keisha, I checked my credit score and and I'm like, okay, you're doing good. Okay, when you get it to this point, call me because got some
Yes.
next steps I want you to work on.
Yes.
Those are not conversations that my friends and I had in college. So I'm glad that, her friends are interested in that and they want and they know the importance. So it's definitely key. Definitely.
Oh my gosh. So you mentioned you are a mother of 3 and so am I. We are mothers. We're both married and we are just entrepreneurs, and we have decided to just carve out some time this evening, really just to give back to the community. So Keisha, I thank you and I congratulate you, and I look forward to more opportunities to be able to talk about this financial literacy. It's almost like a financial breakthrough just from you sharing your information. So I thank you for that. And if anyone else out there is listening, this is Tamara Hayes with InspireU Today. And this is all about the community. If you are a new or existing entrepreneur and you're interested in, just as Keisha Garrett has done with us today, if you're interested in just sharing your story in terms of your business, whether it be a product, something you make, something you sell, whatever your services, your gifts, your talents, whatever it is that you're doing, we want the community to know, right? So it's not a marketing scheme. It's not a marketing gimmick. We just want to help to empower new and existing businesses. So if you know of anyone, you can find me on Instagram at InspireU 24/7, or you can contact me on my phone, which is 757-254-4494, or you can follow me on Facebook at InspireU. So again, Keisha, I thank you. I look forward to the next opportunity to meet with you and discuss next level with Keisha. The spotlight was on you today. Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you. And thank you to InspireU for having me on. It definitely is a great way to build us up, build entrepreneurs within the community. I definitely will connect some others, and I encourage you all to connect some with Tamara as well.
Thank you. We will be sure to add in all of our contact information in case you're listening, you're in the car, whatever you're doing, you don't have a pen or paper, no worries. We will make sure to add that, but please book with Keisha Garrett, please, not just for you, but for your family. She's saving lives, really, just with education, taking the time just to educate us. So thank you, sister. God bless you, and good night.
Good night.